Kepi Ghoulie's very good LP, I Bleed Rock and Roll, was released in 2011 on Asian Man Records. It came on 500 copies of random color vinyl and was re-released in 2012 on black vinyl on Premium Otis Records. Now there's a funny story about this LP, that if you get both versions, the Asian Man and the Premium Otis versions, and you bang them together as hard as you can, sparks will fly and it'll eventually...
Kepi Ghoulie time is here! Now you're probably, definitely, possibly asking yourself, why is this very good guy saying Kepi Ghoulie time is here? I'll tell you. Now, it's because this is the LP by Kepi Ghoulie, I Bleed Rock and Roll! And what a flippin' album it is! Look at that! Take a look at that! What a lovely looking artist cover here. You've got this man with his poorly hands. I think he might have to go and see a doctor. And there's another problem here. He's only got one eye open because the other one's flipping and closed as denoted by this X. A lovely cover here on this Kepi Ghoulie album. I'm now going to take a look at the reverse. Now I've finished looking at the obverse. So as we can see on the back here, it's very similar to the front. In fact, oh, I see what I've done again. I've turned it one too many times. So here's the back. This is the reverse of the album. So here again we can see the character. Here he is bleeding and he's in some kind of dungeon or cell. And here you can see the moon through a tiny flipping window. Funny. And here, Premium Otis recordings and a big picture of a comb. Can you see that? A comb. And here on the left, the track listings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tracks. That's very fine. Typical for an album. Typical for an album. At the bottom here, a division of Otis Tours, www.otistours.com. Go and check that out if you want. So let's take a look at the record inside to see if it's what I've been dreaming of, to see if it's going to open up doorways in my mind, to see what it's going to show me through the open curtains of my own discoveries. But before I have a look inside, I'm going to have a little sniff and see what I can find. Oh, a door hinge. Oh, a cubic clump of mud. And finally, I'm getting one more little whiff through here. Oh, a badger's ear. Oh, that's terrific. Combining to be the total, terrific and totalitarian smell that you'd expect from Kepi. And here inside we have an insert. Oh, yes, there is an insert. And you believe it. And you believe it. It's a folded insert, very glossy on the back. And very glossy on the other side as well, because it's a glossy printed insert. And look at all these words and art here. A lot of work's gone into this insert. This is nice. This is nice. Here we see Kepi fighting a flipping shark, of course denoting the words to the song Rock and Roll Shark. Ha ha ha. And of course all the other lyrics, so when you have Durning's dodgy, stinking, disgusting karaoke party, or whatever you call your karaoke party, I don't know, but whenever you have your karaoke party, here's all the words, all ready and waiting for you. And of course there's probably some sort of thanks section in there, the sort of stuff you'd usually accept and find on the inside. All songs by Kepi Ghoulie, blah blah blah, 2011, Kepi Lamb production. I'm going to put this back in here, and I'll tell you why. I'm not going to keep this secret to myself. I'm not going to take this secret to my grave. I'm going to give this secret to the whole world. I'm going to be a whistleblower on this one. I'm putting this inside so I don't lose it, and because it's where it's supposed to go. Okay, you can keep that secret. And here, this is the disc of vinyl that lies inside a traditional white paper sleeve. Oh, as black as the moon is gold. Look at that. Look at that, as black as the moon is gold. So this is side B, very nice looking label. Red words on a black background and the track listing, which is very helpful, so you don't have to look at the back of the cover to know what the songs are. You can just look on the label. And on the other side, the same. Oh, and there's a picture of Kepi giving you a little wave, or if not Kepi, some kind of character. And here, side A, very nice. Now, let's have a little listen to see what it's like. Now,
I'm a rock and roll shark. I gotta keep moving. I gotta keep swimming. I gotta keep winning. I'm a rock and roll shark. There is only now. There is no ending. There is no beginning. I'm a rock and roll shark. I'm a rock and roll shark. I'm a rock and roll shark.
a little bit more electric than I was expecting. Very good. I flipping love this album a lot. If I was going to be inviting my friends around, if I was going to call my friends and my neighbours on the phone and say to them, oh, why don't you come around for one of my strange parties where we get up to indecent proposals and inopportune interactions, if I was to call them, I might put this on at my party. This is a party disc, and I'm just going to give it a bit of a spin to listen to the other side. Oh, and that does swivel easy. The swivel difficulty on that is, it's a 0 out of 5. It spins ever so easily in my hand. So now I'm going to listen to side B to see what that's like. Now. Kepi Ghoulie time is here! Kepi Ghoulie time is here! I might not be lying to you if I was to say to you, this is the best Kepi Ghoulie album I've ever heard, because it's a good one. I flipping like it a lot. If I was to give this a rating out of many, I'd rate it a strong 7.4 out of many. And if you can only buy one side of the album, if you can only afford to buy one side of this lovely slab of vinyl here, if you can only afford to buy one side of this lovely slab of vinyl, go for side A, because in my opinion the best song on here is the first track on side A, which is Rock and Roll Shark. I flipping love it, and it's one of those songs that gives an album a little bit of a punch at the start. I like that on an album, a little bit of an exciting punch at the start. So go out and get this, unless you don't want to, in which case you're a little bit of a fool, because you should. Because you should have this in your collection. So when you're looking through your collection, when you're like, oh yes, there's my Dire Straits album. Oh yes, there's my Samurai Pizza Cutter album. Possibly not real. Oh yes, there's my favourite album by the rock band Prince, etc. Oh, and here's my Kepi Ghoulie album that I flipping love. I bleed rock and roll. You can pull it out and you can really admire yourself. You can look at yourself in the mirror and be proud of yourself for making the decision to get it. Okay, nice one. See you next time. Tune in again. Don't forget to subscribe unless you don't want to, but if you do, I'll give you a little bit of a wink and a little bit of a nudge, okay? I might send you 1p in the post. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So have a nice day and I'll see you next time. Ha 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 ha!
Thank you ever so much for watching my very good video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Very Good channel and come back next week for another very good video. A video to watch. Now, It's a good video.
Kepi.